Hey, what's up, fellow YouTubers, fellow toy nuts, and toy collectors? This is Oni, and thank you for stopping by my channel. So, as the header suggests, yes, this is my top 12 Hot Wheels from my pick of 7 that I do every month for 2015. Now, before I start showing you my cars, I'm going to give you a little math to explain why I picked only 12. Henceforward, obviously, this is a brand new year. I'll be able to show you this year, from January to December, 84 cars. That's 7 times 12 is 84. I like even numbers, so I figured top 20 would be good. That's honestly an average of 4.2 cars per month, but I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna add the point twos. So it's just gonna be regular 4. So again, 4 times 10, that would have been 40, but we're not going to do that, obviously, because that's too many cars. So I figured top 20, just as an even number, was the way to go. Figure since I'm doing top 20, since I only actually did 8 months last year, that only equated to 56 cars. So out of the 56 cars, doing the math again with the whole point two, then divided by half, whatever, would have been, instead of 40, would have, half of 40 is 20, which is, I decided on 20 out of the 84. And so half of the 20 is really 10, but because there is 8 months, not 6, I kind of came out with 12. It was really 13.3, but I think top 12 would have been, it's just fine. So now that I explained to you how I got the top 12, here we go. Now, these are no shape or form in any particular order. I will be showing you, if I can, two models of the same car. And I only did that because I have tons of some cars, so I kind of picked my favorite two. But again, no particular order. And then at the end of the 12, I will show you my top 5 of what almost made it into my top 12 this year. And again, I'll probably do that next year again too. So anyway, so again, in no particular order, these first two only have one casting of each, or at least that I know of, because I've never seen another casting. So starting off, we have the Toyota 2000. Beautiful car. This is from the Retro Entertainment line, from the James Bond line. I forget from which movie it was, but it is a all die-cast vehicle, as you can see. Very, very, very nice car with the black interior there. Beautiful white, real riders, I should say. So there you go. That was my first car. Number 2 is the Hudson Hornet. Again, another beautiful car, I think. Just a stunning, stunning vehicle. There are actually 2 versions of this. I just don't happen to have the super. But hopefully next year, or even this year, we'll see another color variant of this. So that'll be pretty cool. Again, beautiful red. It's a little scratched up, but I do have some. Oh no, that was just dirt good. I do have some more samples put away. And again, I only have the one. Alrighty. That was your Hudson Hornet. Next car is Brian O'Connell's Ford Escort. 1600, I believe, is this model, right? Are we? Yeah, 1600. Beautiful car. Loved it in the movie. Love the Hot Wheels version of it. I'm hoping to eventually see the Retro Entertainment Real Rider version. That'll be pretty cool. And I did also grab the white version of this car. I believe they're only in these 2 colors right now. So it's the obviously polar opposite of the negative color of the first one from the Fast and Furious. Again, beautiful, beautiful car. Very, very nice. All right. Next, we have the Volkswagen Golf. And this was from the, was it Cool Classics? No, Real Riders, I believe. Yes, Real Riders. From the, what was it, the 18 cars or whatever in the set. We were getting Real Riders and red lines and stuff like that. Very, very nice car again. This has the opening hood, as you can see there. Very sweet. Spare tire. It's kind of, this is obviously a rally version. And I did grab, this is from a couple years ago. This is from the Hot Ones? Yes, from the Hot Ones, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Again, it still has the hood and all that good stuff. So these are my 2 samples. This actual car, I actually only have the 2. I don't have any more. So far everything I've shown you is either just the one or the two, as they have no other colors. This next one here, there's tons of these, and I'm pretty sure every single one, including all the supers and not the supers, I'm sorry, all the treasure hunts, and actually no, there is a super, and I do have that one too. So I'm not showing them to you because I don't have them loose. But as you can see here, this is the Escort Fiesta, and this version is the Kenny Block version. It's not what I showed you this particular year, actually. It was really this one. But I picked up the Kenny Block one because I like it a lot. So this is the one that I actually showed you this year that I had picked. I like it in the green. I think it's really cool. I could honestly do without the rims being this color. I wish they would have been chrome. That would have been, I think, nicer, but it is what it is. That's something that obviously you can do later on if you want to do swapping and stuff like that. So yeah, again, another real cool car. Awesome. Next we have the Super Deluxe, Ford Super Deluxe. This is very nice. This is, again, also from the Retro Entertainment Pack from Back to the Future. And this is all metal, die-cast on die-cast with real riders. Very nice with the red interior. Now, this is the version that obviously came with the poop. And I'm going to show you that poop in a second because it's on another model. And that would be on the Grease Lightning. So I just kind of put the poop on the Grease Lightning version. There we go. But yeah, this is, again, another really cool sample. Very authentic to, obviously, the movie castings. Take the poop out. Just wanted to show you the poop. But yeah, very, very nice car. I like this car a lot. I think it's really, really cool looking. I like my Fords, people. I like my Fords. Alrighty. Next we have probably one of the most modern vehicles, because everything I've shown you so far is, yeah, pretty retro. This is the only modern vehicle that I have this time around. This is the Tesla S. I just thought it was such a cool car. Even the Matchbox version is super cool. Actually, let me see if I can show you that real quick. Obviously, it's only been out in two colors so far. So in the red, this gray, and I happen to have it here. This is the Matchbox version, which I gotta be honest is my favorite of the three. I think the rims are awesome on this particular vehicle. The only thing this doesn't have, it doesn't have the spoiler. Other than that, though, it is very, very cool. Has a transparent sunroof, just like these guys do, except these guys are a little bit more smoky in terms of color. But yeah, I just kind of want to show you that. It's almost perfect casting in terms of them looking. Sometimes, you know, even though they're both Mattel, both divisions make the same car, and sometimes they don't really look alike, but those two actually really do. So again, that was a Tesla S model. Next, we have one that I have, I think maybe 7 colored variants, or versions, I should say, is this bad boy here. This is the DB5 from Aston Martin. Very popular in the James Bond line. It's actually just kind of came out again. I'll show you a quick sample of that. It's also in the Skyfall version. This is in the, I want to say GoldenEye. No, not GoldenEye. That's the latest one. Goldfinger. I'm pretty sure it's the Goldfinger version. It's a little bit more silver, which is this one here, or I should say more gray actually. So this is the Goldfinger version. If it's not Goldfinger, I apologize, guys. So, but yeah, this is again metal on metal die cast. So I just want to show you that real quick. So I didn't pick up 2 of the Skyfalls, even though the colors are different. You know, it's a $5 car. There's, you know, so many times you can actually open these cars. You know, when it comes to the dollar versions, fine. This green one here, it was so different compared to the red one that came out, and the silver one, and I think there might have been even another color. But, you know, I was like, I've gotten quite a few of these, so I don't really need to get another one. Alrighty. Next version of this vehicle that I'm about to show you, it's actually not one that I showed you this year. I didn't show you any of these two, but I did show you a 57 Chevy. I believe the one I showed you were, in a regular toy haul, I showed you the, what's his name? The race car driver, NASCAR, something Junior. His version, and then, but the version I showed you was a white one that I actually had picked. And I want to say I probably picked it, I think in September, October. So I just didn't grab that one, but I'm just, again, showing you my favorite of that particular casting, why I picked it that month. But again, this is a real rider version. Very nice. This has, yeah, it has the treads, which is pretty sick. And then here's the other version that I just wanted to also show you. And also has real riders. These are my favorite 257 Chevys from all the 57 Chevys I have. And I gotta say, I must have, at this point, probably 15 of them. That including, oh, here's something that's kind of cool. So this has the opening hood, as you can see there, and this version does not. So yeah, there's a 57 Chevy version without any doors. I call it the NASCAR version because it has no doors. And then there's the funny car version, and then there's the version with the blown motor. So again, I have tons of 57 Chevys. But in terms of this particular model, which I did pick up one, this year, and I showed you one in a video, this is my favorite. I just love this one. I think this is the most authentic version. Alrighty. Next, we have the Cyclone. And this one I think I showed you maybe a couple months ago. Beautiful car, Mercury Cyclone. It's just gorgeous. This is like a fastback version. This is obviously the brother to the Gran Torino. It's just the Mercury line. It's just beautiful, beautiful car. Big old engine, 428. It is just nice, metal on metal. And then this is actually a mainline version. And I do have quite a few more, but this is one that I believe I got in a 5-pack. And I just love the deep purple on this and the lines. I think it's really, really cool. So it's obviously a lot more plain compared to the orange one, but it's still very, very nice. All right. And we're almost down to the last, well, we're down to the last two, I should say. So here we have the 68 Mercury, again, Cougar. And this is your big old badass, the kind of like the race version with the flared out fenders and whatever not. It's pretty sweet. They did a really good job with this. I like the fact that it's 2 pieces, actually 3 pieces. So you got the bottom, you got the inside plastic, and then you got the metal on top. So it's a sweet car. And this is the Walmart version of the Zamac of the same car. And I have probably like 6 versions of this car here. So have not seen it in a all die-cast metal to metal version yet, but maybe I just missed it. And I believe there might have been a super version of this, but again, I don't have that one either. Cool. Alrighty. And this is the 12th and last vehicle for my 2015 favorite cars of the year, or diecast, I should say. Here we have Mr. Toretto's 68 Charger. Beautiful, beautiful car. Super iconic, whether it's the Dukes of Hazzard's version. That's actually a 69, but anyway. Yeah, it's just a nice, nice car. And there's honestly better samples of this car. If you collect green light, I think that version's a lot nicer, more authentic, obviously. And I think MC2 also made a version, not in terms of it being the Toretto with the blown engine, but it's just their Charger just looks a little bit nicer. But Hot Wheels does still do a pretty good job. Metal to metal, real riders on this particular model. And then this was the mainline version of that same car. Now this is again another vehicle that I have literally over 20 Chargers of this 68, 69. A lot of people say that it's really the same year or whatever now, but I mean not the same year, it's the same body style, but I thought that 68s had the round lights in the front. Of course, they could be closed. So I think 68 and 69 might be in the same vein of color. Even though the back there, that's definitely like a 69. So I stand corrected. I do apologize. This is really more the 68. I think the 68 has the round tail lights in the back. Obviously, that's not painted because that's the main line, but yeah. So I stand corrected. This is definitely 69, just like the General Lee. All right, cool. All right, so that was my top 12. Now, 5 vehicles that I really liked a lot. I try to get every single version if I can. This one here is the Chevy Custom 62. I really, really love this car when I picked it up this year. I have extras. I believe there's only 2 colorways out, but I have extras of each one that I just kind of put away. I've been doing that a lot lately. But it's just a beautiful, beautiful truck. And it's a Chevy. So look at that. I'm not a hater, guys. For those of you who think that I just only love Ford. And then obviously I have the yellow version of the same vehicle. I just love it, man. The way it's just slammed to the floor. I like the surfboard. I've said that before in other videos. Like any vehicle with surfboards, I usually grab a couple. So I think that's really cool. So there you go. That was your custom Chevy. Again, this is number 5. Number 4 would have been this bad boy over here. Out of all the fantasy cars this year and trademark cars or retro entertainment or pop culture vehicles, this is probably my favorite Batmobile in a long time. I love the 66 and I like the Batman Michael Keaton version, but this one here is awesome. This one I just picked up recently, so this wasn't even really in my top 7. What was in my top 7 was this bad boy here. And this is from the Walmart exclusive, so it's kind of like has that, it's black, but it has the blue tinge on it. So this is actually what I had picked, but this is my favorite one so far. I just love those tires. Just think it's perfect. I mean, these are nice, but I think it's just a lot better. So very, very cool car. Alrighty. Number 3. This is just sweet. So far, it's the only one. It was very close to making it. But, you know, I kept like looking and thinking, and a lot of the Mercuries and the Fords just kept beating it. So again, it's a great car, and it's definitely should have been in the top 12, I think, but it just really, really missed it by that much. Again, nice car. Very nice car. Super popular with the customizers. There were, people were killing like Michael over at Mikey at Hot Wheels 1978. He made quite a few really nice versions of this car here. He actually did some great versions too of the Ford 1600 there. Alrighty. Here's number 2. This is the Volkswagen. I'm trying to read it. Type 131. And this is my only sample. I know there's an orange version, I believe. There might be even a white or silver version. This is my only sample of this particular vehicle. I like this vehicle a lot. Again, I really thought it should have been in my top 12 for 2015, but I just missed it by that much too. Some of the other ones I just like a lot more. But this is so cool. So retro. So... you never see this probably in 1 year, or maybe even 10 years, you may not ever see this in the street. So it's a very, very cool car. All right. And last but not least, that again, I thought should have made it, and more for sentimental reasons, this is from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. This is the Ollie Rocket. And I really, really like this car a lot. I remember... when I first saw it, I really thought of the young man. Again, I'm not 100% sure because it's kind of tough to find information. I've checked on the internet. I don't know his full name, but I want to say that unfortunately, I think the poor kid he passed away. So this is something that he had created. If he didn't pass away, God, I'm so sorry, and I hope I'm wrong. But I could swear that I read it that he had passed away. But he created this in Hot Wheels. Brought it to life, which is really awesome. So I thought that was an awesome gesture of this, huge conglomerate company. So again, this could have made it. It was really close, but instead it just gets a nod for the top 5 vehicles. So guys, I hope you enjoy this 2015 retrospect of my top 12 vehicles of 2015. This next year, it'll be a top 20 because again, I'll have 84 samples to choose from, my top 7. But yeah, guys, as always, thank you so very much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Tell me what your favorite cars were, or shoot a video and link it to me so I can see it and other people can. Again, guys, thank you so much. Peace. Later. Thanks for watching.